Well, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How we doing today? Hello, afternoon chatters. It is an afternoon time. Today, we have afternoon subs too. Class! 49 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Julia, enjoy your lunch. Glad you swung by. Hope you're doing awesome. MPO, 10 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much. I dip bananas in coffee. Welcome. Good to see you. Did you go to Orlando this year? If you did, hope you had a good time. That's where we first met. Peggy Love, 59 months of subbing. Let's go. Olive Octopus, ink ponying. Scraggly face. Yeah, we got to get the beard back. So we shaved down the fluff, which made it much better. Good. I hope you had a good time. See Red Plans. Got it right the first time. 44 months of subbing. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. Hobbyist, 21 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. We're getting full in the background here. Look what I got in the mail. I'll show you all that in a minute. And then we got all the names on the board, putting it on the board. 24 hours to Dallas. I am so out of the loop. I'm sitting here catching up on my journal. I'm up to Monday of this week, so I feel pretty good. So let me put that aside now. Just catching up on all the things. Yeah, it's been that kind of week. Been very, very hectic week since coming home, especially like traveling all day yesterday to go see Brian at Spoke. So that's like a 4-hour round trip. I mean, 2 hours each way, 4-hour trip. Then plus, whatever we do for a couple hours. There, meeting, heading to Dallas. A lot of Dallas action. So I want to hear some feedback from Dallas when y'all get back. Sherry Bobbins, 24 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I really genuinely appreciate all the subbing, all the following, all the hanging out, all the awesomeness that people are. Crochet with the 100 biddies. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. Yeah, what are we looking for in Dallas? Anything we have plans for? I'm hoping my Retro 51s get shipped. All of a sudden, September is almost over. Yeah, Olive Octopus. I'm looking at like your deliveries are landing at people. Rob's deliveries are landing at people. I haven't sent thing 1 yet. I'm gonna be in for a busy few weeks, but I'm good. I'm good about it. Thank you, but Olive Octopus, seriously, thank you. I just appreciate that so much. So yeah, I'm excited. Your campaign's crushing it, and I'm glad I get to paint some ink ponies. We'll be doing a lot of painting on stream. The next month of streaming is going to be a lot of postcarding, which we might get to today. We might not. We'll see how I'm feeling. Lots of postcarding, lots of ink ponies, but like I enjoy those streams. I don't know if you enjoy them as much. I enjoy just putting my head down, grabbing some ink, drawing some lines, painting some ponies, stuff like that. And I'm going to need to do it. The other thing, so we're going to have activities. We're going to have lots of activities on our streams coming in the next month because it's going to be a lot of shipping. So, the Spoke Pencil on Instagram, I'll show you all that in just a minute. Shipping streams, I don't know if we're going to start next week, but we'll see. And we might just have extra shipping streams. I might have my regular streams, and then I might just, like when I'm shipping, I'm going to be in there for hours and hours. I might just cut on the stream, even if we've already even if we've been streaming. Donate during the podcast. I'm not sure if it got credit towards your campaign. Are you still doing the raffle? So I'm doing a different raffle this year. You don't have to donate. You don't have to show me receipts. You don't have to do anything like that. All the donations, all the product donations have individual raffles on my website. And there's more coming. I actually got one pin here just about an hour ago that I have not opened up yet that I'll show y'all. And then I have another one on the way. I should put a giveaways link in here. And then, so if you go to my most recent giveaway, which is from yesterday. So you look on this most latest one, anyone can enter these. So we're doing it a little bit different. So if I figured I could just raise awareness and do all these giveaways, and everyone has donated products to help out with that. I'm super appreciative of. And then let's see. So this is the alpaca notebook from Musubi, which is a stunning notebook. So at the bottom of every giveaway, I have a list of all the previous ones. So anything you want to enter to win, Brad Sands here, sweet aspects. You don't look old enough to have a child in college. True. I don't feel old enough to. Well, I do kind of feel old. So at the bottom, if you've missed them, you just go click and you can enter all of them. Like you don't have to donate anything to enter these giveaways. What these giveaways are doing is allowing me to just share with more people what we're doing for St. Jude and raising money. If you want to donate, awesome. That's awesome too. The paper is 52 GSM Tomoe River. So I think this is like the first Sanzen, like the very first one. Because this notebook's at least a couple years old, I believe. Awful. Awful. You're great. No, so anything Sanzen is not from the old factory. But yeah, just sharing the campaign, being aware of what we're doing, I think all of that really, really helps. And so just my campaign alone is getting into the area where, like the receipt area that I do in the past. I didn't think it would come close to it. So what are we at? We're at $23,335.69. Nice. So one thing we're going to do today for a fact, should we do it right now? How many people do we have in here? I can't ever see how many people we have on the stream. I don't ever look. So if we look at my channel, we have 62 people. All right, we'll wait and see if we get a little bit more people. I'm going to schedule our $15,000 goal was Panic After Dark stream. And then that has to happen. That's the one thing that's definitely due before the end of the month. So I have a date and time in mind. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to do it at that date and time, probably. But I want your feedback and see. The only thing, it's not going to be tomorrow night. That's for sure. Because we have a Dungeons and Dragons live stream going on for St. Jude. Let me see if I can find that. You just can't get used to your face. This is so much better than than like the raccoon tail stuff I had going. I would like literally just like scare myself in the mirror. Let me see if I can find the D&D stream. It might be on YouTube. Give me 1 second. I'll send y'all this link because I'm going to come hang around. I'm going to donate some to the Dungeons and Dragons stream. Where is this, y'all? I know it's on Mastodon. It is a shocker. So we're almost a week into Stubble. It's pretty rough. It's throwing me off even more than Old Saloon Keeper. Yeah, because this actually looks more like an optical illusion, right? Because this is still longer than the Stubble, but let's see. Apologies, I did not have this ready. Hype train. All right, let's see if I can find this here. There we go. Let's see. Okay. So it is going to be on the Relay YouTube channel. You have it? Please, do you have the link? Okay, was that the link? Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't see it scheduled. Okay. So that's going to be tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern. Thank you, Tess. So, Micah Sargent, Dan Morin, Aline Mean, Erica Ensign, and I can't remember the fifth one, Annette Wierstra, who I don't know Annette. I know everyone else. So yeah, that's going to be tomorrow night at 7:30. Yeah, see, I already have a notification on. So, all right, cool. So, Ink Dependence Mike. Hope you're doing well, Mike. Thank you so much. If y'all don't know Ink Dependence Mike, you should. You need to go over there and follow Ink Dependence Mike right now. If you're not already following him, I appreciate you, Mike. Hope y'all had a good day today. Hope you were chilling. And yeah, that'd be great. Rewizzle, 70 months of sub and raid. Level 20 PCs is gonna be kind of wild. Is that like high end? Is that like maxed out level 20? Is that max? I believe. So we got that going Friday night. Yeah. Just like I've never played Oregon Trail, I've never played like classic Dungeons and Dragons. Higher than that is Epic, which is even more silly. Nice. So yeah, that'll be fun. So yeah, come hang out and you get to make them do things, which is great. So we'll take a look at that. My point in all this is that I want to do my own Relay After Dark stream. And I think we're going to do that on Monday night. What do you all think? How does Monday night look on your schedule? Yeah, it'll just be here. It was a goal I promised at $15,000 raised to do a Twitch After Dark. And I think I'm going to play the Blueprints with beverages. With adult beverages is what I'm thinking. So yeah, this is just an ad hoc stream. I'm thinking like 8 p.m. Eastern until, I don't know if I would just want to say like 8 to midnight or something like that. It'd probably be more like 8 to 10 or 11. You meant the D&D thing? That is on the Relay channel. Coffee? Yes, please. You might be furloughed, so Monday works for me. Good grief, dudes. Unbelievable. You're tardy? 1 demerit. Boom. I just bonked you. 2 demerits. So yeah, I'm thinking 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday. Let's go ahead and put this on the schedule. What's next week's pen, chat? I didn't really want to do it on a weekend night. And then the last day of the month is Tuesday. I start getting, the more in the week, the later in the week it goes, the busier I get in the evenings. But like Monday night is actually pretty good. What's up, Fountain Pen News? So let's do Monday night. I'll put a question. Dutch Bill is back. It's a new name. It's Dutch Bill with the 20 months of sub. And hello, Brad Beard. Is that what you're calling this? I don't think it's really a beard anymore. It's Brad Stubble. Brad Stubble effect. Looks like the Real FEM channel has one minute on it from 4 years ago. I was just on it. It had our most recent one on there. Maybe because it's just Relay. So it's this one. Relay Podcast is the channel. Relay Podcasts. This one. Oh, D&D donations. It's literally right. Oh, that was last year's. That was the one I was looking for this year. So yeah, it's got this stuff on it. It doesn't have a ton on there because it's just like podcast-a-thon and event stuff. So yeah. So upcoming. So weird I'm not seeing the upcoming one, even though I'm subscribed to be notified. So I don't know how that works. Go to the live channel. The only button I haven't clicked there. Oh, look at that magic. It's magic. It's magic. Derek is a professional YouTuber, so I appreciate that. Coming in with Mike, did you play D&D? I have never played D&D in my life. But there's going to be one of the reasons I wasn't going to do Pen Addict After Dark on Friday was because this D&D donations, D&D and donation stream is going on Friday night on Relay, and I want to be there for that. So Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Pen Addict After Dark stream. So that'll be an additional stream next week. And we'll play the Blueprints, which means I need to go buy it. but I'm making myself a note so I can put this on the schedule. That is 8 p.m. until. So we'll see. That'll be an afternoon coffee situation. Any new spoke design stuff today? Yes. I'm not playing D&D. I'm not playing. I'm watching my friends play. And gonna make them do silly stuff. Have you seen the clip where Deborah Ann Wool teaches D&D to John Bernthal? I literally don't know who either of those people are. Am I in trouble? I might be in trouble. I don't know who those people are. Okay, there you go. Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Punisher and the guy from The Walking Dead. 2 shows I've never seen. Sweet. Crushing it today. We should do a Lord of the Rings watch along. Trying to decide if I should play more this weekend, watch through my fingers, or not care about potential spoilers. Oof. I hope they get a deck of many things. See, I don't know all these words. But Erica is responsible for my squid hat during St. Jude. So I might have to see what shenanigans I can get up to. So just so you know, early on in the podcast-a-thon stream, we were just playing Tetris. And one of the incentives was to make us wear silly hats. Thank you, Electronaut. 17 months of subbing. 5 o'clock shadow. This is 7 days, baby. 7 days. Maybe 6 days. 7 days will be tomorrow. That's 6 days worth of stubble. I just don't grow the stuff. Did the hat come home with you? It did not, but Jason Snell, I think, did keep his hat because he was adamant, like he wanted the hats removed from the campaign. And all of us were like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was the only thing Jason wanted out. I didn't want to do haikus. Jason didn't want to wear hats. No wonder those Harry's blades last so long. Oh yeah, for sure. To this day, even if I was clean shaven, I would shave like every other day, every third day, for sure. Yeah, those blades last me forever. Okay, so we did that. We're on for Monday. Yeah, Jason should live in that hat. It was legitimately great. He ended up wearing it for like the next many segments. And then we all kept saying like, you got to take that home with you. Like, it's too good. It was too good of a hat. And so I believe he did. So, all right. Addie will be there. I got a box from Addie. I sprung it yesterday from the post office. Should we do an Addie? Let's see. I got a couple things to unbox. Let's do some unboxings. I put some the eye mask. It was tough because it was very tight. Right? It was just like jammed up against there. You're just closing your eyes. It's really pressed in, and it ended up being for like 20 plus minutes. Writing is on paper, so not literally on the wall. My wife would do more than shave my beard. So yeah, the eye masks were so tight, and I had mine loosened all the way out. By the time we took those off, there was no break. By the time we took those off, we were all like having a problem readjusting. It was like really, really tough. So we're going to talk about that. Like, I think I liked the blindfolded eating. The masks were pretty tough. So, before we unbox, have you seen this? Was this, Mike, if you're still here, was this in the awards for like this Japanese stationery? For some reason, I remember that being in the Japanese stationery awards. So a friend of mine sent me this all the way from Australia. And there's some other things in it I haven't opened, but it's the spaceship beaming them up. So one of my friends this just showed up. It was a runner-up. This just showed up unannounced. They didn't tell me they were sending anything. And so there's some other stuff in here. So let's see what's in here. All right, let me put this down here. Oh, check this out. So it's hip to be hub, and it's a Pelican. So that must have been, so this came from Australia. Is he in Melbourne? I want to say he's in Melbourne. So maybe it's like the Melbourne hub. So Pelican hub pins. Here we go. Let's see what else. I have not looked in here at all yet. Oh, there's a lot of little things in here. Oh my gosh. So it's got the cow. I didn't see this. It's zooming up the cow. Zoop. It's beaming up the cow. Have you ever been a hub master? I have not. I live in the country. It would be me, the cows, and the pigs, and Toby. I think would be the extent of our hub. But I could go to like some Atlanta hubs. I've just never been. Actually, we have a huge Pelican collector in our area. You've seen him at some pin shows. His name's Dan Langen. He does Atlanta. I think he did DC this year. He doesn't do mini shows, but I've been over to his house, and like the entire living room was like Pelican displays. So Dan is in my area. I've been over to his house, and it's literally like amazing historical Pelican displays, and like full, like just like insane. So yeah. It'd be me, Dan, and Toby. Me, Dan, and Toby. So there you go. What's this? I've been wanting this. So this is the Hi-Tech C. What are they calling these barrels? These are the ones I talked about on the podcast that I've never ordered. Oh, sick. Like neon? I know the Colito, but the colorway had a name. I don't know if they were calling them like neon or something like that. I've been wanting these since they came out. That's so cool. Just these barrels. I'll figure it out. They were on, it might be Pilot Korea's Instagram. They're on one of the Instagrams. John Deere. This is very John Deere. Is there any soybeans in there? Just checking. Let's see what else we got here. We might have a couple. We might have all of the colors. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We got to read this note. This is fantastic. I had no idea. Hey, Cocolina. Glad you made it. 80s Retro Series was just the name. But yeah, I've been talking about these for a while. Corn maze. Well, it looks good with the cow beaming them up, right? According to Google, yeah. They came out earlier this year. They did several like fun bright colors. They didn't change any like the refills, and like the Kaleido barrels are like just the barrels, right? No big deal. But I really like that they just kind of leaned into the colors. So now they're captured. All right, let me read my note since I'm just continually surprised here. I recall hearing on one of the Pin Addict podcasts that you were fond of the Pilot Hi-Tech C Kaleido Special Edition pins. I tried them, but they're too thin for me, too tiny for me, maybe. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so yeah, we'll give one of these away later. When we do our first giveaway, we'll give one of these away. So they all just come with blue, black, and red. They're all 0.3. All 0.3 millimeters. So blue, green, orange. I think all equally good. Like, I don't know that I'd even have a favorite out of all these. They're all just cool. So yeah, that was super nice, right? Like, I didn't know this was coming at all. This I'd seen in the Japanese Stationery Awards, and it's just kind of rad. Like, this is so non-functional, but like, I'm in. The full set. Okay, nice. Did they do single? I have to click on the link. Did they do single barrel editions. I'll click on that in a second when I grab the mouse. Yeah, like this is super not functional, right? This is just a fun thing, kind of like the Smand. Oh, the Smand was actually excessively functional. This is just a cool to have. What is that thing? It's a pencil case. It's aliens. So see, it's a UFO, and he's taking the cow. He's beaming up the cow, but it's a pencil case. Yeah, and the top opens. This is where the aliens chill. The aliens are living here, and then they're beaming up the cow. And but you can put your pins in here, like that. So it's a pencil case. Boom. Then it just stands up like that. Although I have it crooked right now, so it stands up. Looks like a thing. What are you putting in the top? I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking just like a Wopex should go in here. Probably. They're green and they should be like, that's something that should be taken to other planets and studied. Is Wopex. Right? So I feel like that would go like that time capsule that just opened with that car in it from like 50 years ago. I think we'd need Wopex in it, and they would wonder what we were doing. Do I have any Lego aliens? I don't. My Stone Paper, Wopex. What else? The Visionaire. The Scribble Pen. It's fun that it's soft-sided, but can on its own. Burn the Wopex? Not until the aliens get a hold of them. All right, let's see here. So these came all the way from Australia, do they, right? Yeah. The Colito refills are so much consistently better than the... the stupid camera. Are so consistently better than the regular High-Tech C refills. They just... Oh, Sharpie liquid pencil. I forgot about that abomination. Wow. Now, when I talk about the worst pencils or pens I've ever used, worst products, it's a pretty short list because I don't usually waste my time with that one. I have forgotten about that. That is a horrible, horrible product. Wow. Swirls need to be counterclockwise. So I'm at frame, the Wopex. It might like curse the frame. It might curse the room. Right? I feel like it could curse the room. All right. So very cool items from Australia. We'll give away one of these here. Well, let's do it now. I got to get boxes and I got to get other stuff. I'll let y'all, whoever wins, I'll let you pick the barrel color that you want, blue, orange, or green. And we'll put this other stuff back in here for now. Then we'll look at the spoke pencil that I came home with yesterday. We'll talk about that. I have an unboxing from Stationery Stack. I have an unboxing from Gold Spot. I have an unboxing from Zodiac Pens. Let's just do all that stuff today. All right. Oops. I did want to stay here. Okay. All right, exclamation point waffle, exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win, and you must email me your shipping address if you do. How's the email backlog going? Pretty good. I got it down before I left to Memphis. I stayed on top of it. I'm definitely behind, but not embarrassingly slow. Olive Octopus would agree to disagree with that statement. But, yeah. Not bad. So what's today? Thursday. So, like, Monday was catching up on all the things. all the important stuff, bills, paperwork, accounting, shipping, emails, that kind of stuff. Tuesday was more back to normal streaming and just regular work stuff. Wednesday was crazy busy because I was doing our Spoke meeting. We call it our Spoke roadie trip when we go meet for lunch. You sent a new email to reset the clock? Good, because I will answer that this afternoon. You still want... that's why you're asking. Gosh, dog it. Let me put that on my list. Procyon, we made a whole big deal about that the other day. I moved it into the inbox. Your mail was actually probably safer where it was before. Now that you're actually in the inbox, it's not going to happen. The problem is, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, there's the answer. I've done something. We're going to put it in the task list. That's where it needs to go. Because that involves people's money. And I don't like to mess with people's money. So that needs to be handled. I'm just beside myself. That it doesn't exist. All right, let's get this back. Nothing has changed here. This has changed a little bit. But no. SSDD in the best way possible. All right, so this will be done after stream, Procyon. Working. Actually, shoot, I got like 3 minutes. I can maybe do this while I'm here. Why are we working? Since we have time, we're going to do this right now. Unbelievable, Procyon Finn. I am so sorry. We have delivery. So between now and next week, I don't think this is anything for me. I will be receiving, I don't know, about 10 boxes of shipping. No, it's a delivery. About 10 boxes of shipping. Packages, boxes, tubes, the tubes for the Retro mostly. I'll be receiving 6 boxes from Retro. So we got a lot. We got a lot on the way. I don't think this is any of that though. All right. All right, y'all got about 2 minutes left. And I have about 2 minutes left. And I think we can all do this. You would have to have your faith. I have my faith in y'all. I don't know if you should have any faith in me, but we're going to do this. Luckily, I already have this built in. Apologies for the delay. That is correct. Done. Saw the Gravitas Mew and M90 style pins for the first time today, and they look awesome. Hope he sends you and Mike one to try. Maybe. We'll see. I tend to just have things show up from Gravitas. I rarely talk to them. Like, the Monster just showed up one day. And, like, I still haven't used it. All right, Procyon. We're caught up here. Wow. Welcome to my world, chat. It's a lack of coherence and dogs barking. Have you talked about the new Stilo Leonardo? I have not. If you have a link, I would like to take a look at it. Hummingbird and Mako. I saw the pictures. I think I did see the pictures now that you say that. Hey, would you like 1 or 2 little glass yogurt jars for holding used glass stir sticks? Yes. I was the reason I was thinking is like, oh, I have a bunch of jam jars from Needle Girl, but I don't think those would be tall enough to balance them well. All right, dudes, let me go see what Toby's borking at, and then we'll come back and give this pen away. And let me make sure we don't get modded here. Oh, that material looks sick. I swear I've seen this before. Okay, I'll look at that. I don't want to play the YouTube on here unless I mute it, so we'll look at it in just a second. All right, be right back. The tall jam jars are, but not the smaller ones. Okay, I'll come get it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I have from tall and short. I'll probably look. I don't know that I would send me glass in the mail, Olive Octopus. Like, you've met me. Sheesh. All right, be right back. Must be in the right bucket. All right, it was nothing, chat, which I thought, but what's happening is, and I've told you all this before, the drivers like to sit in our driveway because it's off the street. Okay, I'll take it then, Olive Octopus. If you trust me not to break it. Lisa's jars are prettier. I don't know about that. Ooh, God, you're gonna make me pick? Wow, I just walked right into that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick a winner, and you're gonna pick a pen. Boom. Closed. Draw. Miss Cookie! Miss Cookie, do you like 0.3 millimeter funky Japanese pens? Because that's what we got today. Which color do you want? So we got blue, orange, or green. I'm not even going to steal my favorite because there isn't a favorite. They're literally pretty equivalent. I would take any of these. You see? Aha! I beat you to the punch. I beat you to the punch. Making me pick. Psh. How dare you? Green? Got it. Green it is. All right. Let me put these back in the... Brightest lying, his favorite's the orange. There is no favorite. Actually, this orange is a little bit dark, and with the green, it's just kind of mid, but it's great. They're all good. This is a very equivalent set of pens. We're going to put this back here at least for today. Aliens. All right, Miss Cookie, email me, hello@penaddict.com. I'll probably, what's today, Thursday? I get kind of in a bind with shipping out giveaways on Thursday giveaways. It might even be Monday before I get to it, depending on what I have going on this weekend. All right, Miss Cookie. Hey, quiet. Quiet, please, in the household. Yeah, I got the look. I got the look, Chad. She didn't tell me I was number one, though, so I feel like it's winning. All right. Sorry I miss you. What's up, the Cloudy Desk? I don't know if you heard the podcast yet today, but we did talk about the strategist list, which you had linked me. We had a very good time with that list. Mostly one particular pin on that list on today's podcast. I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, I won't spoil. We're not going to spoil the podcast today, but it was fun. I love lists like that. Brad, do you have any of your photos left? Yes. Will you email me that? Because I do forget those things. If you put it in your email, I will not forget because they're right by the shipping desk. desk. Have you used the tetanus grind from Kirk? I have not. Yeah, please put that in the email. That would be grand. All right, you want to see the new spoke pencil? So that's a note from Miss Cookie there for me to remind y'all. If you want any extras, I usually try to include stickers and stuff, but just remind me if there's something specific you want, like an ink pony. Like I have some that Olive Octopus sent me that I can fit into the envelopes I use, things like that. So, without spoiling the podcast, Joe from TGS said after I wrote someone ordered 40 of them almost immediately. That's hilarious. I did make a point. Well, I don't think that'll spoil the article because that was like the header image. And I mean, Cloudy Desk has sent me the article, so I'm assuming they read it. The Antique ballpoint pen. I don't love that refill in that pen, but I did make a point to say, if you want this pen, go buy it from the Gentleman Stationer. I didn't even know it was on Amazon. So those are like Amazon link posts, which are fine. But like I'll buy them from Joe. Brad, I finally got to try the Jetstream 3-in-1 multi-pin slim model in white. It's their best model. I tend to use the 4+ ones because they do some cooler things with the barrel materials. The 3+1 Jetstream Slim is the best. Totally the best. Agree. Let me look at this pen real quick. Not for me, did anyone have any recs for a ballpoint pen refill for the Pilot Metro? The Pilot Acroball is as good, it's close to as good as the Jetstream, and it's going to fit the G2, so the Metro gel pen or ballpoint, I think is the G2 shape. Is the G2 refill, I believe? I don't have one. We can look. If so, the Acroball will fit. If you want a gel, well, you want ballpoint. I'll check while we're doing this. We're going to look at the Stilo and Stile, and then we're going to look at that. You don't have an Acroball in that G2 shape? Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Because if not, I don't know what ballpoint pen we're going to use for that. You might be in trouble. Let me just pull this up so I don't forget. No. Do they even have them on jet pens? Yeah, okay. I'll look at this refill in just a second. All right, here's this Leonardo. I have it on mute. Did they do this material before? I swear I've seen this. This looks like a, this is beautiful. This looks like a Scribo Puma to me. I mean, not in shape, but just in like finish and style. And if this doesn't have a clip, I am very interested. Then you get to see Brad's YouTube. Oh, I'm glad we have it on mute because we will get run down for this. Into that cap is very Newton Prospect-esque. Yeah. Where'd it go? Very shaved. Not as pointy, but yeah. Looks good. I wonder what the rest of it looks like now that you say that. Okay, recommended refills parts. This should be G2. Okay, so it's a G2. So what we want here is anything from this list that is a ballpoint, and they don't have any. So they just have gel and roller balls here, which tells me kind of to what Mike was alluding to. The Acroball is a different shape refill. You can get the ball knock zone though. So 177 refills match. 0 are ball points. Now I'm curious. Yeah, I guess it's thinner. I think it's missing a step down in the front. God, give me something closer than that. Can we unbox these, please? You're not going to see it from here, but I believe... Oh, of course this doesn't have it. I believe this has a very like straight front end of the refill and doesn't have a step down here. So I think the G2 has an extra step down, which means this would go straight through the front of the barrel. All I want is one picture, just one picture. All I wanted was a Pepsi, chat. I'm going to keep clicking. All right. Maybe not. It's the step down from the end of the refill. This right here is much wider than here. So I bet it's just not going to stay and it's not going to fit on the nose cone of the Metro. So there we go. Yeah, wrap a bit of tape around it while she can fix it. Sure. Doesn't Tackle Turn have a Parker to G2 adapter so you could Parker ballpoint refills? I'm not sure. Yeah, so the Acroball is thinner, which is, I to Mike's point, I don't know why. It looks like it's the same length. Like what on the front end, they're both retractable. What on the front end prevents it from just being the same? I don't know. All right, you want to see a pencil? Is Tess here? Is Tess still in chat? I mean, Tess was here earlier. I need Tess to leave. I'm going to need Tess to go. Tess, can we get a ban on Tess for like 10 minutes? She's probably not listening. It's not a purple axle chat. I promise I didn't do this on purpose. It's not a purple axle. Sorry. My bad. Send you a text with Acroball versus G2. Nice. Thank you, Mike. So this is unfair for Tess. So, our meeting yesterday was just flip the switch on the Mag 600 Tulip limited edition. I don't even know what that is. So, we have 2 new models coming out, mostly because this kind of takes its cues from the Model 4, which is our most popular pencil ever. But we've changed a lot of things about this to improve and to try new things. We always like playing around, make our lives easier, make cooler stuff. There's an infinite amount of changes here compared to Model 4, and I don't have them. I don't know how many things y'all can pick out just at the beginning, but literally almost everything here is new. For starters, we have the engineering nose cone that we're gonna have both nose cones. We're gonna have the classic Pentel Sharp nose cone, and then I forget the model number, but this is the engineering pencil. So we're gonna have two different. Have you ever toyed with a glow in the dark inner sleeve? No, because we haven't done non-metal inner sleeves. So that's change one. Another new grip option. This is a fine ring. It's very grippy without hurting your fingers like a knurling. I chose this one out of our samples. So we had a whole tray of samples that Brian started to build up. Everything, like parts and everything, are great. This is a very, very grippy grip. Yeah, it's a milligroove section, but more grippier, but not in a hurt your finger way. Like you literally just grab onto it. No matter where you put your hands, it just grabs onto it. One of the most popular features, hot swappable grip sections. So you can have different grip sections if you like to change that. People have always, our fours have never, none of our pencils have ever offered hot swappable grip sections. No clip, hold that thought. So we're going to have that. And we have different diameters, different textures, things like that. Okay. Just hop on is my favorite color. Sorry, Darth. New spoke pencil. It's not out yet. It's coming out in like 2 to 3 weeks. There should be plenty. Did I get a manicure? No. I just trimmed them up for St. Jude, and they've kind of just been growing out because I was supposed to get my nails painted, and then we just let Mike do it because it was taking me too long to shave. So was that TMI? Maybe. There's many more colors, many more configurations. This is going to be a definite Build-A-Bear situation because, let's see if I can do this. I can't, my hands are kind of slick. We will be able to build up. So we made all the sleeves in the Model 4 were fixed. This is removable. So this piece right here with the blue is a singular sleeve. This is all one piece. The blue is all one piece. And it's built to screw in. And I can't quite get it off because my hands are a little bit slick. So we usually use like rubber gloves to just grab things. Because like you don't want it to be moving. It's metal on metal. But it's soft enough to play it around. Like the Icon, yes. But in the Icon, it was just a singular sleeve. It didn't have this additional part that helps you twist it in. This part is also modifiable. So it has a tiny roll stop on it. It's not going to really make too much of a difference if your pencil's like getting away from you, right? It's going to go, but there is a stopper there. It's very subtle. And then it has the lead size, but we can just modify this part and add the logo and add this part based on what we build. So if we're making a bunch of 9s, well, Brian laser etches all these with the logo and the size. We can just make a bunch of 9 bands here, right? And then this will be swappable. If I don't have my gloves in. Oh, there we go. Did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah. My hands are so slick, I can't really get a grip on it. So. Sorry I missed you. There we go. So this is basically fully customizable top to bottom. God, my hands are just sweating. Is there a clip you can swap in? Hold that thought. See if I can get this all the way out. All right. I don't think I can get it because my hands are too sweaty. But yeah, I mean, we're going to assemble all this, obviously, for you. You might. But anyway, you get the point. This is one piece. Everything blue's one piece, and it screws down. So we can change. So we have the option to change. All right. Is there a clip option? No. Not in this pencil. Because we're making... This is going to be the Spoke Model 7. We're making the Spoke Model 8, which will have a clip. So we're finally Gonna have our first pencil with a clip. It's gonna be the Spoke Model 8. And let's see, which way does this go? There's definitely a process, an order to build this in, which I'm gonna have to learn. So the Spoke Model 8s are gonna have a clip. This one will not have a clip option. Green. Do we have green? I don't think green's an option on the front end. On the front, we don't. So like a lot of our products, which I know y'all all love us for, we are very specific on our initial product release. This is the Model 7. This will be the Model 7. And then the one with the clip will be the Model 8. And the Model 8s are solid barrels. And one of the Model 8s, which I don't have. So the Model 8s are going to have the... see, I could screw it back in. I just couldn't get it all the way out. The Model 8s are going to have solid barrels, same grips. And some of the barrels are going to be like splash anodized. And they're going to have clips like the Model C. So that'll be Model 8. So this is the only sample I brought home today. But that's two different pencils. The Model 7 and the Model 8. So the Model 8 will be our first clip model. And we're using the Click, the Spoke Click style to use the clips, the same clips that we use. We're going to use some lower profile clips. And will this Model 8 be available at the same time? The exact same day, I'm not going to say for sure, but like they should be like, if they're not together, they'd be like 1 week after the next. It's just going to be what Brian can get built in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be 2 to 3 weeks for these. What colors will you have? The only things I saw in person were gray. This is the barrel, the exterior color. Gray, blue, purple, orange. Sleeves were black, blue, red. Not sure what else. So yeah. Lead sizes will be 5, 7, and 9. I don't think we're doing any 3s. And this again, this will just be like our first release of colors. And then the 8. I'm trying to see if I had a click on here. I don't. The 8, since it's solid, some of the barrels are going to have like a splash anodize on it. Any ideas on pricing? We have not finalized this yet. More expensive than the standard 4s, for sure. Lots more parts. So I don't want to say until we actually nail that down. We talked about it yesterday, but it has to be finalized. You didn't know mechanical pencils have 9 millimeters? Yep. They have 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Miss the lead sizes. So we are going to do 5, 7, and 9. We're not going to do... we might do 3s. So we are actually going to have to come up with a system. We talked about this since there's going to be a lot of assembly on our side. The mechanisms don't have markings on them. And then we're going to have different nose cone diameters, right? Different nose cone diameters. So we're going to have to mark, we're going to like hand mark some of the interiors like you would see on Bach nibs where the size isn't on the outside of the nib. But if it was, like a yellow dot, what did that mean? So we just have to get our stuff to match when we're building stuff. So it's complicated and complex. Like it's a lot of parts, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. Like it's going to be sick. I really like this grip. Don't do O3 unless you can help them to make unbreakable pipes. Yeah, like that. I think that's just a life lesson. I don't do O3 unless they're in like an unbreakable pipe, some type of mechanism that prevents breakage. So yeah, as fine as I like my gel ink pens, I like my pencils at 0.5 millimeter or 7. I'll use 5, 7, or 9. Next should be a lead holder from Spoke. We've had some samples. I think we will. I'm not going to say for sure. That is more likely than the purple axle. I will tell you that. We've at least played around with it. I've gotten into 0.7 lately. Yeah, so I think about that. Like, I was strictly 0.5 is everything. And I was like, these 7s and 9s are really kind of nice to ride with, aren't they? So, and you know I love clutches. So, yeah. I don't have a clutch tester here, but we keep playing with that. So, maybe one day. So, that's the 2 new pencils coming in October. No exact dates, no exact pricing. No full list of colors yet, but it was a good meeting yesterday. Very happy with how things turn out. Brian's very happy with how things turn out. He is the engineer. And the things he does to make all this stuff work is like way out of my pay grade. Like, he is a magician on a design, how to put things together. It's fascinating. It's just fascinating. So very much enjoy this. So sorry for teasing it today, but like I told Brian, like, I was like, I'm taking this and I'm going to show it. And he'll usually like talk me off the ledge or whatever. He's like, don't do that. Don't take that picture. Don't whatever. He's like, fine. It's just like, fine. Hey, thank you, Carol. I'm happy with them. I'm more than happy with them. I like the modularity of this. Is going to be cool to see what we can come up with in the future. Again, like, if you followed us enough, we keep it pretty like kind of simple and straightforward in the beginning. Classic spoke colors and setups, and then like if it goes well, we can play a little bit. Thank you, Digital Medivus. I will. So yeah, it's good. Okay, let's do a stationary stack unboxing. Did I Toby proof this giveaway? Okay. Yeah, the anodize actually came out really nice. The blues and the purples. Blue always does well in pencils. Gray and black do the best in any product. In the pencils, the blue does well because it's a traditional mechanical pencil color, like the P207. So the 7mm Pentel Sharp is one of the more famous pencils ever made, and it was a blue barrel with silver. In pens, blue doesn't sell as well as like grays and blacks, but in pencils, blue does equally as well as gray and blacks. And then all your other colors are after that. Like, no matter what I want or what Brian wants, you know, give me all the orange pens, all the pink pens, all the purple pens, we're still going to sell more black and gray pens than all the other ones, like, for sure. All right, let me get this box. It's a big one. This side up for Gile. Yeah, the Staedtler. Yeah, the Staedtler Mechanicals. Like, they use this classic blue even in their wooden pencils that really pops. So we'll do this. We'll do another giveaway here in a minute. I don't know of what. And then I have another unboxing. So I think tomorrow I'll have 2 more St. Jude giveaways. One of them's here right now. And I'll unbox that here in a second. All right. I saw this on Instagram yesterday. And I was like, I bet this is what this is. This is so cool. All right. Sorry, I'm just falling over it. There's a bag. There is on theme packing paper. On brand packing paper. Oh, I did show the pencil. Yeah, I can show it to you in a minute. I would not have predicted black and gray would outsell colors when colors are available. That's one of those like things you'll appreciate The numbers don't lie. You know? Black, gray, and any raw metal. You know, like we'll do like the raw brushed titanium. Every time they're going to outsell any of the colors. I'd say out of the colors, orange is probably next. And then everything else. But that one, that I don't have. Do not use sharp objects to open. Well, Addie, I'm pretty dull. Look, do not use... They have pull tape. This is sick. Yeah, EDC has that orange thing going. Do not use sharp objects to open. Using a sharp object can damage the product. Pull the tab from the side. I have never seen this. That's sick. Cool. All right. Any new stock of Rhodey coming? I actually think so. I don't think we have any new necessarily colors or colorways yet, but I know Brian was actively working on Rhodey's next, alongside the pencils. Okay. Putting that away so Addie doesn't yell at me. Yeah, packaging is like, all right, so then we're here. Chat. We're here. So I don't think I can put this under the camera and y'all get a good visual. So let me, and there's notes in here too, so. Gently push down. Okay, I see what we're doing here. Wow, fully assembled. Okay, so I will show you all this. Let me get the Michael Bublé wrap off of here, then I'll show you what Addie has done for shipping. Just for the record, Addie, this is a note from me to you. The shipping execution was flawless, like no issues here. Like, you can't just throw this in a box and go and have it survive. And it's more than survived. It's made it. Okay, so I'll show you all this whole thing here in just a second, but let me show you what's this first part is. So since it has, this is eventually, we're going to show you some, it's going to be a book stand, right? This is just for shipping purposes. Since it's gone ahead and built in with, I guess, these rods to have the books in them, this is just to keep it stable during shipping. So this note says, gently push down and slide out carefully. So it's just foam padding. Boom. That was a good toss. Yeah, this is for your currently used notebooks and more. So, let me get this up so y'all can see online while I'm playing along. Okay. All right, so what's the correct pronunciation? And I was going to ask you if it's the A5 or the standard. So is it Zoila or Zoya or what? So it's basically a stationary stand, right? So your notebooks can go here. Your larger stuff can go up here. This hides my beard. Zoila. Okay, I figured I was missing something. Zoila. Is that better? Zoila. And then, so it's basically like a shelving system up here, if you will. A5 width though, right? So these are non-removable. So you're going to have the right proportions. But like if you have notebooks, it's going to fit that. And then staying over here, I think that's just the wood. And then a drawer. Voila, but with a Z. Voila. And then a drawer, accessories drawer. This is actually going to come in handy because I want to reshape my desk a little bit. And so the little drawer you can pull out and be mobile with it. And then the model, manufacture date, wood, finish. Yeah, it would go, like, I think it could go back there. I'm trying to decide, like, does this, I kind of want it on my desk. So it's, I know it's just hard for y'all to see. So it fits, it's going to fit your A5 notebooks and allow for space if they have extra covers on them, right? So maybe it goes up there, but it wouldn't be my currently used notebooks. Right? It would have to be display, and I like use, not display. Right? If I put it up there and put unused notebooks in there, the only thing I'd be going in the drawer for is like washi tape. So I'm wondering if I have room on my desk or something to do a little bit of rearrange, because I would have things like all the stuff I use could go in here technically, plus other stuff, right? Right? And then what else could I put in there? You don't have to fill it. So yeah, this is a really, really cool setup that I'm gonna have to find a space for, because like I said, we're gonna use things. We need something like this. If you're going to acquire something like this, you want to use it. I don't want it to just be a display piece, right? So it would need to be, like up here, it would be a display piece. Now, I use my pen box enough, but to be honest, I'm not going to go in that pen box as much as I'm grabbing this notebook out of this shelving unit. Right? Brad gets gifts, then overthinks the problem he didn't need to solve. Well, I've been wanting to do something with my desk anyway. So it's just going to need to be thought about. But it's kind of crazy. Crazy cool. The drawer is going to come in so handy for me. The drawer might actually be the key to organizing the desk to give me the room to put stuff in. So it's open back, but it has like a little catch for the last, how would you describe how the drawer works, Addie? So it has like a little bump push in there. Oh yeah, and then like in the pictures, stop. Me stop? I'm not stopping. It's a magnetic closure. Okay, so you're hitting the spot. Oh, this doesn't work with these. It works with that one. I'm going to make Addie mad now, watch. Hey, look, I did it like you did in the picture. Except these things don't work on there. Too funny. Oh, I could put notes on these. I could put a note on here and say, Brad, don't suck today. So I keep my clips around for just like that. You don't love it. You're lying. That was stupid. Yours is way better. Man, I want to use this now. All right. That's a kid. That is a kid being home. So, yeah. I think we'll put it up here for now. Sorry, team. Actually, we'll do this. Oh, forgot I had a pen there. I might want to use that pen. So for right now, we're going to do this. Oh man, the top of this ice box is so warped. It is definitely not the stationary stack. This could be like a float. They're on a parade. This is like the parade float. Sorry, Addie. Like, I'm not using it yet. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. But this will be like the parade float for the Fever Fighter and the UFO. This is always tenuous. It's not made for this. All right. So now it's like a float. It's not going to live there because that has to be used. We have rules around here. Not many. But we have rules, and that has to be used. Because there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notebooks laying on this desk right here that can go there. But not there. Because then I'd have to keep doing this. That would bug me. It's got to go here. Addie, thank you. That is unbelievable. Like, if you're building out like a perfect desk, like that's the type of accessory I'd want on it, as opposed to like a computer and speakers, right? And an extra monitor and monitor stands. So we're gonna have to find a way. I'm sorry, did I not give you all the thing? I pulled it up for me, and then I never showed y'all. So they're over there on stationary stack. Addie has all of their stuff. Hey, Tyler. Oh, did I get stickers? We gotta check. So this lives on my desk. So we can't kick this off. Here's a preview of your photo before my review. So yeah, I use the stationary stack Alfie. Is that what that's called? Alfie, I believe. For my day-to-day. And I just want that stuff around. So I have to have both. I don't want the pins in the drawer, like here. Like, I could see a use case where someone put like one of the trays in there. This tray will not fit in that drawer, I don't think. This tray, I think, is longer, but I think there's probably a shorter one that would. Oh crap, it'll fit. I don't want to do this. Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't want to do this. I want my pins out. Let's see if it'll fit. It does not fit. It doesn't fit. That was bound to happen one of these days. It didn't break the floor mat. Still intact. We'll open it up here in a second, but checking the exterior. No cracks, no marks. Let's see here. That nice 2-pin tray you got in DC wood. I have other trays that would fit. Oh, sorry, a virtual. You have your sunglasses? It's been a long time. Man, not a mark on this thing. All right, how bad did the ink split? Spill. Not bad at all. The seal cap got it. Sick. I could throw this across the room and it'd be all right. All right, we're good, chat. And it's not going back up there. It's good, but we're not putting it back up there. No, I'm not going to do it. Check the converter. That's actually a good point. I have to clean this pin and every other pin here because they've been inked up too long and they're past my purview. Yeah, converter's fine. Did not dislodge, but that's a good call out. Yeah, it's seated still. You can cut up one of the pin state industry trays. Yeah, you could totally put a tray inside of that. Not the full-sized Alfie, though. I got stickers. All right, what's in here? What is this? All right, there's a lot of notes. Oh, you know what? I should have known this. Given the amount of thought that goes into their products, given the amount of packaging that went around this product that I already said, there's literally a pronunciation guide that Addie wrote me on the card that was included. Why read the instructions when you can play toys, chat? That's what I always say. Why read the instructions when you can just play with the toys? literally a pronunciation guide in here that she hand wrote for me on her thank you card. Also, don't read notes while you're drinking. Because Addie says, the A5 size seems like a good fit based on my Twitch watching observation. Are you saying my desk is a mess, Addie? Is that what you just said? Because you're right, and I appreciate it. I am not high maintenance. I'm low maintenance with a side of crazy, okay? I appreciate you, Addie. And Addie also, probably not listening by this point, I wouldn't either. The note you added was something I was thinking about, and I will let you know. Oh, sick. What is this? Did y'all hear that? All right. We need to wrap this stream. You know what? Addie, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this. You didn't put a note on there about this other thing, so I'm going to give it away. Because it kind of goes with the theme of the show, and I feel like y'all need that. How about a purple pen rest? This is sick. Should we give this away, chat? I mean, I know you're not going to say no. This is so cool. I love the little pen rest. Where's mine at? I had mine on my desk. I was using I have the orange one. I use the orange one for pictures. Yeah, I use the orange one all the time because it matches my Alfie. So I have the one that matches this. So if that's okay with you, Addie, it's too late now if it's not. We're giving this away. That was like the earthquake we had on Monday. It is about to bomb. While we're doing this, I'll check the radar. I'm not giving this away, but I just wanted to throw that in there just to make y'all mad. Just, you know. If you want me to include one of my preview fidget spinners, I'll do that too because it's also purple. It worked. You're mad. Fair. I get it. Get it. Purple axle. No purple axle. You missed the pencil reveal. All right. Let's do this giveaway. Then let me check the radar to see if we're about to blow up. But thank you again, Addie. Thank you, Stationary Stack. Y'all should all be following Addie on their site, on the Instagram, on all the things. I'm a super fan. Addie and I don't know if y'all know this, but Addie and I go way back, and there was even a friend of the show podcast with us. That had to be like in the early days, like in the teens maybe. If you're a Pen Addict member, you can dig in the archives. If you see Addie way down in the archives, speaking of friend of the show, dude, I have so much work to do, and that is very much on the list. In a good way. Like, I'm being like super positive. All right, let's do a giveaway. You're not that positive? I actually am. Well, now that I'm done traveling, I'm realizing the amount of work I have in front of me for the next month or two, and I'm like here for it. Like I'm good. Like I'm like, let's crush, hype, hustle. I'm gonna hustle, Glyph. You know me, big hustler around here. Exclamation point waffle! Exclamation point waffle! Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship abroad. You must be present to win. And you must email me your shipping address. What we're giving away. We're giving away this stationary stack. What is this? Does this single pen holder have a name? Honcho. We're giving away the Honcho from Stationary Stack. This purple rules. It looks great with the logo on it. It has little feet on here so it doesn't slide around your desk. And I'll throw in one of my prototypes from Evan Max for the fidget spinners. So this is a prototype. The yellow didn't come out as bright as we want, so I had 2 of these prototypes. Why not give you one? You can have one. I'm going to be selling the new model of these next week when the pen launches. Eric did the illustrations for your stickers? Sweet. Let me show you these. Sorry, missed you. You know what? Stickers go too. Look how good these are. Y'all can have the stickers too. I'll get some more from Addie sometime next time I see them. Stickers go with the honcho. How good does that look? Love them. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Speaking of amazing, Miss G's Crafties, did you know next year's Miami Pen Show is on my birthday? Did you know that? Is that what this has come to? Trying to get me to the pen show. Moving in an entire month just to be on my birthday. Lesnar, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, get in on this giveaway if you haven't already. ! Waffle. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Moon Sprite, just keep paying attention. Yeah, it's super tough when small makers, like we go through that with Spoke. Like some of the colors, we can only do so much in the amount of time we have. And it's like, I want to make something for everybody. But just stay tuned, and maybe we'll be able to grab one. Hopefully. Karen did that just for me. Nice. Yeah. So, I think I said this on stream Tuesday. Late November, we'll start figuring out next year. Pen show schedule, yeah. Pen show schedule is wild next year. I got Arkansas and Atlanta one weekend after the next, and then there's only 2 weekends between DC and SF. When is SF or when is DC? And how does Miami work? Is it on one of those? I guess it's on DC, week off, Miami, San Fran. Yep. Oh, DC. So Stationery Fest, DC, off week, Miami, San Fran. Who says no? That just means Stationery Fest in Miami for me. Now we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna start laying these things out in November. Because I want my wife to go with me some next year. She's never done any of this stuff with me. And I always say I want to take some extra days, and that'd be great if she came along. So yeah, once we get some vacation ideas for next year. 2026 will be your SF year. I mean, based on previous scheduling, yes. It would be my SF year. But SF is doing something in March too, right? They're doing a stationery show. I have that correct, right? Which I know nothing about other than I heard that they're going to do a thing. Do you want a vacation in Belgium? Yeah. I want a vacation in Belgium around the time of the Dutch Pen Show. Before or after. Oh, I was supposed to look at the radar. Let's see if we can keep going a few more minutes. Sorry that I missed you. Took the days off for Philly. Just got to get the wife to sign off. I feel you. Oh, yeah. Then Little Craft Fest. I would like to do Little Craft Fest this year. Next year. Excuse me. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, Mike. I don't know if Mike's still here. I just looked at his image for the Acroball. It is extraordinarily different. More different than the images would dictate. And I do see the step down that I was looking for in there. So yeah, that extra step is also a problem. Why these are not close to compatible. Washi tape is really not going to help you that much. I mean, technically it fixes anything, but that is a big hack job if you want the Acroball to fit in there, and I'm still not sure you would enjoy it. I mean, is there not a more perfect picture? I don't know who's here now. What is going on at this house? This is what we get for streaming in the afternoon, chat. How is this afternoon streaming working out for y'all? Clearly, I am more like off the rails in the afternoon. I don't know why. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left on this giveaway. It's louder. That is a fact. The schedule seems to be working for me. We'll see. This is only the second one I've done. I didn't have shipping to do between the podcast and this, so I just worked, which was good. So I wasn't running around extra. I think if I have a lot of shipping, we might just usurp this and do like a shipping stream like after lunch or something. What is the biggest stationery fest in the U.S.? It's hard to say. I think the biggest pin show by people attendance is DC. I think the most unique pin show by vendors is San Francisco. A more stationary type fest. Yoseka was pretty big. I think the 3 that ran last year were all pretty big, or within the past year and a half, I guess, at this point. Yoseka, Little Craft Fest, and Chicago. I don't know much about Pen Paper Palooza. They're running that a couple times a year now, so we'll see. We'll see the stationery fests continue on. All right, has everyone entered that needs to enter? All right, we're gonna close this giveaway. All right. And I will look at the radar after we pick a winner. All right, we're 2 for 2 on Stream Elements today with the winner, the raffle page. All right, winner picked, Crochet. Crochet, you are the winner. Congratulations, Crochet. You win. Email me, hello@penaddict.com. Tell me what you won. Do me a favor. Tell me you won the stationery stack honcho. Something like that. Some kind of notification of what is here. I do sometimes get things crossed up to the shock of absolutely no one. All right. Whew. Down to the wire. Down to the wire. You got it. You got it. I need to bring some in. What I need to do is start bringing in some of my little pouches that I just kind of store things in. And when I have like a lot of things in a giveaway, to just kind of toss them in. Hey, you got it, Crochet. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Got it. Because by the times I transfer this to the shipping department, things get a little bit lost. All right, see you, Fountain Pen News. Have a great day. Okay, let's open one more thing. I'm going to look at the radar, though. Let's open one more thing, and this will be going up tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I hope to have 2 new giveaways up for St. Jude. Thanks to all of our wonderful friends in the community. We're going to check the radar real quick before we do that to see if we're going to get blown away. Yeah. Let's do this unboxing. And then we're probably going to wrap it up. I think I probably got 30 minutes before it really, really gets hammer time. All right. Got this today. Do you know which pen company this is? I mean, it says it on there. Inner office envelopes. I mean, yeah, I basically have like some of the stuff I ship in, like the little plastic pouches, bubble pouches. I could just throw them in. They just never make it up here from the. I got sent pictures of this, but like with Skogsy's got lost in the mail. Excuse me, the UPS for a little bit. So I like to wait till I have the product in hand. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but mostly I do wait till the product's in hand to post it. And this showed up today. And I have another one showing up like tomorrow or the next day. Oh my God, he sent a bunch of stuff. That I might just go ahead and post. Like, it's on the way, so. Thank you, Miss G's Crafty. G's Crafties. I gotta get that going. G's Crafties. G's. All right. Let's see what we got here. Sorry that I miss you. Sorry. Additional coffee is required today. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Ooh, a lot. Ooh, we got extra stickers. Nice. And we have an extra case here. I always imagine your logistics as pen companies having a direct pneumatic tube to your office. It's freaking close. It's not far off. You are not far off. So this looks great. Sinclair. Oh, lanyards. I don't know if Bart's here. I honestly think I might hold these separate from the pen giveaway and just use these for other giveaways. I know Bart would tell me that's okay, but I kind of want to ask him. So I got sleeves. I have a pen sleeve, or maybe this all goes together. And then these are the two lanyard sleeves, which I didn't think I was going to be a lanyard sleeve person. Turns out I like wearing this at the pen show. So got one of those, a couple of standard sleeves. I'll definitely do a sleeve with the giveaway. Maybe the lanyard one. And I'm sorry that I missed you. Then we have stickers. Stickers look great. Oh man, sparkly. Here's your sign to try a Zodiac pen. It's funny. Ooh, look. I can put the last giveaway in this. Bam. Look at me being all useful. All right, so this pen, I'll have to look, unless you put a card in here. He wrote me the model number. I like your new boxes, Bart. I don't know if you're here. Those look good. Just simple boxes, but kind of fancy. Oh, there's a sleeve in here. And stickers. Yes, he wrote me the deets. So good. Orange Swirl Ebonite Capricorn model. I mean, he wrote this on Fire with Fire on Fire, and he didn't even talk trash to me. Fire on Fire on Fire. That's hilarious. If y'all don't know mine and Bart's fake beef, is that he said orange was his least favorite ink color, but he uses Fire on Fire on Fire. And I yelled at him. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, man. Chat. Hello, camera. Ooh, it's a chunky boy. It looks so good. Yo, this Ebonite is crazy. It is so dense, like in a good way, not in a heavy way. It's just one of the reasons why I like Ebonite, because it has a density to it. It just feels like the pen is there. It's not just like a standard plastic cap. It's not like a Pilot Prera, and you feel like, does the cap even exist? Does the barrel even exist? Yeah, this feels good. Really nice. Thank you, Bart. This is cool. So this will be added to that giveaway list. So it's going to have its own entry tomorrow. And it will have a, it's not a bash of prayers. It's just a different notion of weight when you feel an ebonite pen versus an airy fountain pen like a Prera. You know I love the Prera. Look at that swirl, Chad. Can you see it? Man. We're looking at a donation from Bart to my St. Jude giveaways from Bart at Zodiac Pens. So this will be up tomorrow. And I'll go ahead and show you the other one. I'll see if I'm going to put it up tomorrow or later. Probably tomorrow. I will probably put it up tomorrow. I'll show you. I don't have it in hand, but I did get the pictures of it. And if you follow a certain someone online, you might have seen it already. Because they were excited to tease it. They're like, I'm just going to tease it. Can I just show it? I'm like, yes. All right, see you, Slumberland. So Papa J Studio is sending me this pen. So they he made this material on a recent adventure to Carolina Pen Co. And then he made a pen in the very Papa J style with the floral finial up top and the floral roll stop. And this is coming to me. And I'm just so grateful for Luke and his wife for being part of this. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, this one's heading my way. With the finials. Yeah, it's crazy, right? So this is on the way. So since I'm kind of running out of time, like days of the month that we're going to run this, I want to be sure, like I don't want to put this up the last day. So I think I'll probably go ahead and use Luke's pictures like this and put this up as Friday as well. So we'll see. We shall see. So those are the next two. And then we'll see. I still need to talk with Dens. We still might do something. I mean, he's been very active in offering. We just haven't like lined up. I just want to make sure we do what he wants to do. So I got Dens. Y'all saw Dens' review on the Pen Addict Meet Your Maker this week, which was like his pens. Can we talk about this? So if you're not familiar with Dens pens, that's who we raid sometimes, or who raids us sometimes. So I'm sure if you're here, you probably know Dens, but go check out this post. And I didn't realize the detail on some of the shapes of his pens, right? Like, that's fascinates me. Yeah, his pens are sick. Like, this fascinates. Most of the time on these articles, some pictures go in places. Otherwise, I just get to decide where they go. I wanted to lead with this one because it didn't have a home. And I'm just fascinated by this pen. And then, classic. I don't want to say classic and traditional. Like, this is more than that. It's got a lot of extras everywhere. Having these asymmetric shapes are kind of interesting to me. These tapers. This is the one that's like super crazy. I couldn't lead with this one because its story is like right underneath it. All this stuff, if not all of this, most of it is hand done. Right? So he does a lot of this shaping by hand. Like the detail shaping parts of it, right? This was a really cool read, getting to learn. Y'all should read this post to learn how someone makes stuff like this, because it's like super detailed. Like Dennis really went into most everyone who talks to Caroline and does these interviews. Like you can tell they're really passionate about what they do because the way they talk about their stuff, it's like just crazy. the detail. So yeah, but like fascinating stuff. So see if I can catch Dens this week and get him in there as well. So we only got like 5 more days of the month, 5 or 6 more days. I don't know what day it is. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. What else do we need to do today? Let's see. We got that. I have a box from Goldspot of a pen, one of their collaborative pens. They do it so many collabs. This one's going to be interesting because it's a pen I have not tried before. And it's not out till next week. So I think it comes out Tuesday. So I might just do that on Tuesday's stream. We'll save it for that because I actually do want to go ahead and go before the sky falls out, before the real booms come in, which is soon. So on that note, you showed that one on Tuesday, the orange. Did you get the orange Monteverde? Yeah, he said we could show it ahead of time if that's the one. But I figured since it's coming out next week, and I'm streaming that day, I'll just open it. I haven't opened it yet. It's sitting right here. Does it come with ink? Like I can fill it all, like it's all in one type of thing? Big storm coming. Yeah. We got the preview here a few minutes ago. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that on Tuesday when it's available. So we'll do that. Anyone pre-order the new TWSBI Eco? That's a good question. I love that one. I'm not going to get it just because I don't need it. It's funny. All the new TWSBIs, there's a few that they have to beat, and one of them is the very first original Eco T in blue. It's like a cyan. It's so good. All right, let's go raid Eric. Well, not only because I like him and he does our artwork. He does a lot of artwork for us. He did Stationary Stacks, but he's actually businessing right now, which I've never seen him do. Like he's literally in a spreadsheet for work. Oh man, he left the spreadsheet before I could get over there. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's doing work. So, all right, let's go hang out with Eric. Tell him you saw the Stationary Stack emotes. He will be happy to hear that I got to see the Stationary Stack stickers. Let me get my page ready. Because Twitch makes it easy, to just click buttons. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. All right. All right. Y'all have a great rest of the day. God, it is Friday. Like, the only thing that's messing with me on these afternoon streams is I don't think it's Thursday. I think we have more streams this week. Like, it's Tuesday. But we don't. I'll be back next week. I don't think shipping on Tuesday, but we might have one later in the week. We'll have a full week. Monday night. Mark your calendars. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Pen Addict After Dark. I'll try to promote that a little bit. I'm going to play Blueprints and have adult beverages. And it's going to be a mess. And we'll see how that goes. All right. Go tell Eric you saw the Stationary Stack. You love the Stationary Stack stickers. And I'll see y'all next week.